What is happening? I am Minnesota Vikings fan 28, and today we'll be talking about cornerback Trevon Diggs from Alabama Crimson Tide. He is going to be our first NFL draft prospect that I'll be talking about on this channel. Of course, probably the most intriguing one just because of his last name, Diggs. And we will get into if the Vikings should get Trevon Diggs in the first round. So let's get right into it now. So Trevon Diggs, he was a senior last year, graduated, played all 4 years, and now is declaring for the NFL draft. Trevon Diggs, let's just get right into his stats. As you can see, he had 3 interceptions, probably his best year last year. Of course, the national championship game did not go well, but I would say for the rest of the season, very well. And 79 yards was his longest interception. Probably that was the one that went for a touchdown. Had 8 passes defended. 37 solo tackles. Had more solo than assisted. Has had scored. Total touchdowns in 2016 when he was a freshman, only 1. And in 2019, he had 2 total touchdowns, both of them being return touchdowns. And 2016, he had a receiving touchdown. He started out as a wide receiver, but then transitioned into a cornerback. And, that really helps. When you transition from wide receiver to cornerback, you sort of know what the wide receiver is capable of and their patterns. So that really helps. Receiving, of course, his first year as a wide receiver, 11 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown. So if we want to put him in for any trick plays or whatever, we can do that if we were to draft him. So in returning game, I guess he also I don't know if he returned balls or not. No touchdowns, but good amount of kickoff returns, yards. Longest one 47, 41. Had a 55-yarder. Did not do much returning last year, but we can maybe use in the return game, the kick return game, or lack thereof, since there's not really much kick returns anymore. So NFL.com has him as will be a starter within the first 2 seasons. Totally agree with that. And let me see. Let's get to his strengths and weaknesses. And he is NFL comparison to Keith Talib. I'm okay with that. I am good with that. He's a tall cornerback. And good arms and hands. Strengths: elite height, weight, and length. Size and strength. Receivers catch quick jabs. Let me see. Fluid and athletic to open and match the route. Let me see. Foot agility, route running. Wide receivers' instincts and catch talent. That's what I was been talking about. He was a wide receiver his first year at Alabama, so he has very good knowledge of that. Use ball skills to make baller interceptions this season. As I was watching through his tape, that became clear. And he's very good on the 50-50 throws because of his height and length of arms. Can do an opportunity with scoop and score and pick 6 in 2019, and returns punts and kicks. That's also maybe an incentive to get him. Like Marcus Sherrills, cornerback, he did very good punt returning, but we need a kick returner. Honestly, even though it's not as well utilized, it's just like something extra. Weaknesses: upper heel clicker, mirroring release. Playmaking mentality can work against him. Reacts before properly surveying the situation. Something Zimmer can maybe work on. loses discipline guarding combo routes. Ooh. Struggles to stay in phase with double moves, long speed and a concern with certain matchups, jersey tugger when chasing to recover. Ooh, that could be some, penalties right there. That's not good. Picked on by LSU and Jamar Chase. Had trouble maintaining position while tracking deep throws. Needs a better tension positioning and open field tackler. So he's very good on, one-on-one in getting, interceptions. But, if there's not like a little bit of, help sometimes, there can be some times where he, reacts too quickly and, could cause a pass interference or something like that. So that could be worked on. I know, he would be better than Rhodes right now. We definitely need help in the cornerback position. So what do I think? I think that, and now I'm going to be talking about, Stefon Diggs, how this connects to Stefon Diggs. If the Vikings, want a cornerback, that should be their number 2 priority. Offensive line is still number 1 priority, in my opinion. But if Trevon Diggs is still available on the board, is it a matter of should we get him or we have to get him? Now what do I mean by this? Stefon Diggs, loves his brother very much. His brother looks to him as a father figure. So, after the Saints pick at 24, we get, we're at number 25, Trevon Diggs available. I can just see Diggs tweeting out, just like, looking eye emojis, or maybe like, what to do. So the Vikings might have to draft him if he is available, which I'm not opposed to. I just would prefer an offensive lineman better. But, depending if there's a lot of offensive linemen taken before, and there's in comparing who's the better cornerback to better and how good of an O-line, but definitely those can be, interchanged. Like, it'd be a cornerback first round and then offensive lineman second round. So I wouldn't be opposed to that, but, we cannot afford to get lower than second round offensive lineman. So if we get Trevon Diggs first round, that's fine. It probably help Stefon Diggs and, calm the drama a little bit. So, I think, Trevon Diggs would be a good draft pick, and especially in a cornerback group that should have been very talented. Mike Hughes coming off of injury, not looking the same. Xavier Rhodes looking like trash. We need to cut him. And Mackenzie Alexander, and this one and Trevon Diggs would get the height and the size over Mackenzie Alexander. So honestly, it's just Trey Waynes at this point, who is still, who is going to be a free agent if we don't resign him. So need a lot of help in the cornerback position. So that's what I think. I think, we should consider Trevon Diggs, especially with Stefon Diggs watching. So, yeah. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28, and as always, Skull.